anyone but her.
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless. Karlak meets the criteria, pet. Trust me on this.
Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
Speak.
I'll tell you what I think anyway. I won't miss Alfira, but I won't stand for chaos. Govern your hunger before it governs you.
Something the matter?
You know, I've been thinking, and I think there's something I should tell you. Nothing big or terrible, just a small little detail about me that hasn't come up naturally. It's just that I happen to be a... what's the best way to put this? A vampire. Right. Well, glad we got that out the way. So, was there anything else? It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free. And a true vampire. Yes and no. The problem is, once you're a vampire spawn, they completely control you. They have to allow you to bite them. And why would they do that? Vampires are power-hungry creatures. They won't lose a servant to create a competitor. Trust me, it doesn't happen. Why do you insist on exhuming? I was a slave, obsessed, but now I've been.
Wandered into a forbidden area.
Let's end this. Heading there.
One can't always be a gentleman. Let's light them up. Torment! The dance macabre. Let's find some prey.
What should I do?
What fools these mortals be. Torment! Let's turn someone inside out. On the hunt.
Something over there.
I'll take that. Here goes nothing.
over there. Interlocking circles with moons and stars. What's that?
Should be easy.
Looking ahead.
Such depth to the shadows. I don't care what others say about the Underdark. It's beautiful down here.
I've spent long enough in the dark. It gets old.
Looks empty.
Well, hello. Easy.
How can I help? I question the wisdom of that. I'll be here in the meet.
Well met. That's the
Spent much time in the Underdark?
The blade slayed a death dog or six. Crossed a few dwergar. I never was scared of the shadows.
Have a lot on my mind. And
Well met.
in it.
Are you sure? And just...
What can I do you for? Hell yeah.
Well, well, well.
What's that?
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us. With pleasure.
What's cooking?
I'm ready.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Get back!
More effort than a pit of spikes. Credit where it's due.
Don't touch me. A crooked touch. That's curious. That thing is small, and I am not.
Making me sweat.
Maybe if I were a halfling.
My faith will guide me. I don't think I'll fit through there.
What to do? Not a chance I'll fit in there.
Hellfire. She's coming.
Will, and you know
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
you flatterer. Why, if I had a... Call me Mazor, and we had a...
I've taken more.
That's no kind... Zariel. How
Clause G. Karlak meets the criteria, pet.
Trust me on this. Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant...
Will burns.
What the hell?
I promise.
Get now.
Karlak, I'll be keeping... Oh, and Will...
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm really... Been a long time since... You can say that again.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mazora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
I'll say what I can, but it won't be enough. It's Mazora who grants me the power to conjure up. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden. Unless Mazora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mazora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
Speak. I'll tell you what I think anyway. I won't miss Alfira, but I won't stand for chaos. Govern your hunger before it governs you.
I promised I'd be back. Don't worry. You haven't been bad things. You hoped a druid. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're Yes. Halsin is correct. Your parasite is unusual. It is until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed. Any attempt to remove it will kill you. You were lucky that Halsin knew this. His instincts are right. The parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun. The absolute aims are not yet clear to me, but its progress towards domination is clear. These parasites are more than illithid spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. You witnessed it yourself with Priestess Gut. That is how the highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you. I protect you from becoming a mind flayer. I cannot protect you from yourself. But I know what it is like. We are alike, just like you. I was infected. I've been trying to escape. Now, through you, if we were... Hells. They need me. I have to go. The power I used, I will hold them off for as long. You must discover the source of the magic. The cultists are gathering. At Moonrise Towers, use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And...
Another visit from the Golden Paladin. It said we'll get the answers we need about the tadpole if we infiltrate the cult. Indeed. Help me kill those paladins of Tyr, and I'll tell you, a bit of good gossip.
You know, I've been thinking, and I think there's something I should tell you. Nothing big or terrible, just a small little detail about me that hasn't come up naturally. It's just that I happen to be a... what's the best way to put this? A vampire. And by rights, I should be cinders, blowing in the wind. But something's protecting me. The same something that's kept us from turning into mind flayers, no doubt. But that's neither here nor there. What matters is everything's out in the open now. Because we trust each other. Exactly. I knew I could rely on you. Just like you can rely on me. Now, was there anything else? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. It sounds awful.
I've been dreaming of our enigmatic visitor again. She told me our purpose was to take on this cult of the Absolute, to infiltrate its ranks and bring it down from the inside. She even offered me greater powers, the result of some manipulation of the tadpole's psionic abilities. Given the magnitude of what we're up against, I see no harm in considering the benefit this offer might afford us. Could be the only way to reach this source in one piece. existential evils go, the Absolute certainly seems an adversary worth halting in its tracks. Any opportunities for us to indulge our tadpole's capabilities are hardly on the same scale. Trifles, when one considers the bigger picture.
I know what it is to hunger. And I know what it takes to keep that hunger under control. He's done that so far, despite his condition.
So long as he sates his appetite elsewhere, I'm happy to give him the benefit of the doubt. With I don't suppose you've any clue where we are in relation to Waterdeep.
From this distance between Elturel and Baldur's Gate, I'd say a long way away.
Ah. That will make getting word to my mother rather tricky. No matter. What she doesn't know can't hurt her. Not at this distance, anyway.
Karlach. There you are.
Greetings, motherfucker. Ready to die?
That's right, Karlach. So now is in the Hells. I could see why her ladyship wants a murderous brute like you back.
Her ladyship? Zariel really has you under her thumb, doesn't she? Pathetic.
Rage all you want, Karlach. Burn with the might of the Hells. Zariel will find you, and she will bring you back in pieces. Then again, maybe she'll just leave you here, far from home, with an infernal engine for a heart, slowly burning you to ash from the inside.
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back!
Good idea, I think.
Inveniam via!
Victory is assured.
My turn. Inveniam via!
Let's finish this. Moving. A little help, please.
I don't suppose you've any clue where we are in relation to Waterdeep.
From this distance between Elturel and Baldur's Gate, I'd say a long way away.
Hang on. Those paladins I need to stomp are that away. Hey, we're still going after those paladins, right? Can't leave Zariel. Good news.
Let's get on with it.
Attention!
Karlak.
Greeting.
That her then it.
I found it!
Your time has come.
Alright, Karlak. It's go time. Want another?
Swords meet sorcery. Good move. Not obvious.
No choice but to keep going.
Need to act fast. On the move.
through. Another step forward. I wonder if this is worth the cost.
And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash. Not big enough. Now get out before you get hurt. Now!
Let's move. There's no time to wait.
That ought to do it.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Don't burn yourself.
Can't give up now.
Felt good letting off a little steam after facing off with those Ignots. Granted, the fire lasted a little longer than it should. Careful, soldier. If I burn any hotter, I might explode. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close, till I've found a way to calm it down. High pain tolerance. and a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. A weaponsmith, huh? Not sure if he's the guy, but I'd love to find out. A tune-up would do this rusty heart a world of good. Damn, it's good to be alive.
I can keep going a little longer now.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Maybe I should...
soldier. Sounds boring. Oh, fine.
Well, hello. What can I do for you? Darling, lead on. Careful, I bite.
Looks like a trap there.
Watch your back.
Lovely day, this. For now.
Best avoid that trap.
Trust no one. Be careful. There are traps about.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Yes?
No one stopped me yet. Huh? All right, what now?
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Seems I've done something, but not enough. What now?
Ah, an excellent choice.
Still in control. Just.
there are traps about.
Ready and willing.
There is work to do. Looks like a trap there.
Someone there?
Never a dull moment. Always room for more.
Road to Baldur's Gate is a long one. Who knows how long it'll take these folks to get there on foot.
If they make it. They're slow, vulnerable. Half or more will die long before Basilisk Gate.
Doesn't seem to trouble you a jot.
What good would it do for me to be troubled? We can't save them all.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. So...
Yes. It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free and a true vampire. People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn to create a competitor? Trust me, it doesn't happen. Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again. Oh, darling, I'm hurt. It sounds awful.
Yeah? The year, 10 Air. The place, sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlach, a knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell. I'll mete out the best ones, bit by bit, so you always have a reason to keep me around. Clever, right? Guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job. A good job. With people I liked. Doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel so invincible again. First things first, I need to get this engine tuned up. Thing's powerful, but it's been feeling volatile ever since I left the Hells. Can't be too hard to find an infernal mechanic round here, right? hell yes.
There.
Hells take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools.
Let's march!
Die if I've any relish reeking of this place.
I've got a long road ahead.
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Thing is, I think I can use it. Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target. Nah, it'll be fine. Sort of. Next time we find ourselves toe-to-toe with something we want to squash, drop a coin in. See what happens. Fuck yes! Now I just need some... Done.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story?
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will by the Archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
A little gift from Zariel. Keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt shut.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallurgized demono valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky. I might be able to help. I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Avernus. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please.
I've sensed some during our travels. It has a pull to it. Absolutely magnetic, once you know what you're looking for.
Meanwhile, I've still got plenty of weapons and armor in stock if you're looking to load up. Forged from the heart.
Who uses wooden tools?
Right. I've got food, water, my dagger.
Grace my forge.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
There. Done.
Hells take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools. The guy, if I'm ever Roica reeking of this place, I'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
There. Done. Wait.
Still alive, so that's progress.
The city soon.
I am not grumpy.
Scowl on your face will frighten a troll.
You're an idiot.
There. Done.
Bex?
Doesn't taste half bad.